last time. Dang, must have decreased. Must have got snake eyes. Anyway, it's kind. It has true care, true concern. You actually care for that person, care for their well-being, care for what you're saying you're doing, you know, or what's happening. Niceness is showing someone, like, being nice is like just faking kindness so that you can either look good or make them feel better for a second. I mean, niceness will make you feel better for a little bit, but kindness will make you feel better for a long, long time. Because you build that relationship, you're there with that person. You're able to, build something that's strong and that's solid that can't be broken. Or if it does get shaken, it's only shaken, not broken. And you can come back and apologize or whatever you need to do. They can apologize to you, vice versa, whatever happens. It always trusts. When you love somebody, you have trust in them. You can't, expect them to do things. You can't expect them to grow or have a relationship with you, whether it be a friend, whether it be family members, whether it be a significant other. You can't expect them to grow if you don't give them any trust. And when you give trust, you'll get trust. It's as simple as that. I mean, not all the time. You can't be an idiot about it. But, for the most part, if that person truly cares about you, you truly care about them, whether, like I said, any of those types of relationships, when you trust them, they're going to trust you back. Because you've given them that freedom of trust, that knowing, I believe in you. Do it. Whatever you're doing, do it. I support you. May not be the best decision, but I'm there with you. And they'll do the same for you. Me and my brother Connor have a very, very, our relationship's a lot like that. I'll do some really stupid shit, and like that was that saying, a good friend will bail you out of jail. A true friend will be sitting next to you saying, man, that was some stupid shit. That would be me and Connor. Although, one of us would probably be plotting a scheme to get out. I'd probably be the one to get us in trouble. Yeah. So, it always protects. It always protects those you care about, whether verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally. It protects those that you care about. You don't let kids watch crap I love the show True Blood, but I would never let my fucking kids watch that. I mean, seriously? You don't let kids watch that? Or freaking, stuff like Triple X or whatever. I mean, great movies, great stories. I'm a story buff, but you don't let kids watch that. And if you love them and care about them, you're going to protect their minds. They need to stay as innocent as they can. And it sounds like a bunch of BS, but it's true. I mean, you damage a kid mentally when you put them through watching stuff like that. They use the term desensitizing. It's more than that. You can literally damage their personality, their being. They can come up with if you start having them watch stuff like that with a lot of, let's say, sex in it, the kid's gonna have this inkling or this what is that called? Overwhelming desire for that, or at least a more desire than he should at that age, or she should, whoever it be. Checking something, give me a moment. Alright, freaking write me back. I'm trying to get some information, bro. I'm trying to write my brother. It's wonderful about answering his phone. Hey Con, da-da-da-da-da. So, it always protects. And it's not just kids, too. It's your significant other. It's your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your fathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, the whole 9 yards. Friends. Everybody, You want to protect that. You want to be that hero type person, as is my previous video. And it always perseveres. Now, perseverance, also known as endurance, or long suffering, and several different, I don't know what they call it, versions of the Bible. I don't know how many freaking versions they need. I mean, get one version, and maybe a more simpler version. You don't need like 2 should all be all you need, but they got like freaking like 50 or something. I don't know. But, always perseveres. It pushes through all the crap, everything else, that happens. And it does everything else I'm about to list off. Plus stuff I already listed. It's always there. You always do it. And that doesn't mean you're gonna, like, every second of the day you're gonna be able to, because you're human, you can't. But the thing is that you try. You try as hard as you can to just be that. And there are going to be times where you just can't fucking take it. And you're like, oh my god, I'm going to kill you. Especially when people do stupid crap. Like, I mean, we have 3 kids around here, and I love them to death. They are great, amazing kids. Alex, AJ, and Bryce. Very, very good kids. But sometimes they get on your nerves, and you're like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm not really gonna do it. I just want to smack you, man. Listen to me. I think I said that earlier, too. But, no, they're good kids. I love them to death. And it doesn't mean you don't get angry. I mean, some people say you shouldn't get angry or whatnot. Anger isn't necessarily a bad thing. You lose control of it, or you let it consume you, then it becomes a bad thing. When you let it turn into hate, and it turns into bitterness. The dark side. Get into that more later. I have a whole section on it. It isn't easily angered. When you love somebody, not everything they do should irritate you. I mean, should frustrate you, should make you angry. I mean, there's gonna be points where it makes you angry, straight up. Or like the person is gonna make you upset. But, you can't just sit there, you have to use your understanding, all those other things. And that'll keep you from being angered so easily, being upset so easily. It'll make your relationship better. Because when someone could come to you and say, you're a real piece of shit because of what you did or whatever, instead of blowing up at them and be like, you're a fucking piece of shit, well, go off on them. Instead of being like, okay, where's that coming from? Like, what's going on? What did I do? You analyze the situation, understand the person, try to figure out where they're coming from. And that anger is not going to be easy to just go, BAM! Computer, work. I must say, I don't think I love this computer. Well, I like it a lot, but I don't think I love it, because it angers me a lot. Well, computers do in general. Used to work in tech support. Everybody who knows me in my previous job knows that. It's fun, isn't it, guys? Thank you for calling. It was a pretty entertaining ball, by the way. I think I set their mouse up and down. Well, I must have gone outside. Yeah, I bet you did. Alright. Next on the list. It doesn't boast. This is probably going to be a hard one for me to explain. Just because I haven't really thought this one a whole lot through. I know we explained it. I've done this whole thing to a person in Job Corps, one of the counselors. I actually liked it. So hopefully you'll like it too. It doesn't boast. Well, basically, I wanted to sit up the entire time. That's too long. Okay. It doesn't boast. It's, you don't sit there and brag about, everything, what you do, and throw it in people's faces. Because first of all, you don't want to listen to someone who does that. Like, honestly, if someone sits there and says, oh, I did this, and I'm so awesome because of this and this and this, and that's different from confidence. It's cockiness. It's bragging and boasting about whatever the hell that is you think you're so awesome and great about. I mean, yeah, you're an awesome person. You don't need to sit there and be a douchebag and sit there and, like, talk yourself up and, like, make yourself look like the shit when, well, you're just as normal as the rest of us. We're all awesome people. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're all amazing people. And, but, you know, sit there and brag about it and talk yourself up like I'm an idiot. You really sound like an idiot, and nobody wants to listen to you, and your relationship goes, well, won't immediately, but it can. Sounds like someone's sneaking in my room. It's one of the boys. Okay. It isn't proud. There's a saying, it's in the Bible once again, because that's where I study a lot of my stuff from, to be quite honest. But it's got good concepts, so take or leave it. It is not proud. Pride comes before a fall. I mean, that's maybe not true in every situation, but there's several situations where it happens. People get cocky, get prideful, and like pride and boasting go hand in hand. I mean, boasting is talking about what you're doing, and pride is just the actual mental self-image you have of yourself, of how just awesome you are. Because when you're so proud, you're up on this freaking pedestal, and you can't get down to this person's level to talk to them. You're too far fucking up here. You have to drop yourself down to get to their level. You can't expect them to rise up. And I know he used that, Darren used that particular analogy, example, whatever you want to call it, but it's the truth. You can't talk to someone. You can't be there for people if you're too busy expecting them to know stuff, expecting them to be like you, and having all these expectations, and thinking that you're better than them, to be quite honest. Because same goes just logically. Think about this. If someone thinks they're better than you, are you going to want to talk to them? Like, not just like more confident, I can do certain skills better than you. No, more like, no, I'm all around better than you. I'm a superior human being. One second. Is that you, Roy? That's you, right? The alarm. Oh, okay. Huh? I don't see anybody.